Hi everyone, this is the new 2025 Simms Flyweight boot. So pretty cool boot. We've had this tested in New Zealand over the last couple of years, so it's given some really good stream time by some of our top guides, and the good thing in New Zealand is those guys do plenty of Ks, so the boot's definitely got a good testing, and they showed through, so they're about to be launched here in New Zealand and Australia. So really cool boot. Plenty of updates from what has been a really popular series in the previous flyweight boots. So the cool thing about the flyweight boots is they all have had this theory around building a really lightweight boot. So when you're on the river, it's more like wearing a sneaker than a really traditional heavy and stiff wading boot. The nice thing, I think, at the end of a really long day, when you're walking back, you notice that lighter weight. So this boot is exactly the same. So in that really lightweight fashion, it looks a little bit burlier, but the weight reduction is still there. And the other thing to remember about weight reduction is making sure that the boot doesn't absorb too much water, and it's lightweight even when it's wet, because of course with a wading boot that's exactly what's going to happen. So let me talk you through this boot. The first thing you'll notice when you see this boot is an updated eyelet system. So these eyelets are still very lightweight, but they do have a little liner on the inside. That makes them really smooth running, so when you pull your laces, they're very smooth, but it also makes them a lot more durable without, of course, adding weight, which is really great. You'll see that the angles that these lace up on, the laces themselves don't have as much pressure on them, so that should give them more durability. You don't have a little latch on this side, the sharper angles, so again, it keeps those angles less aggressive. One thing you can do if you want is not lace them all the way up. So a lot of people will just lace them at that height there and give them a little bit more movement in the upper of the boot. So you have you've got an updated toe cap on here. So this is welded on, so very durable toe cap design. So this is new to this boot. We haven't seen this in a previous boot. So welded onto the fabric and welded onto the outsole as well. So that's a really nice touch. This is your primary wear point in here on a boot. You'll see these welded coatings on the outside. Again, these little placements, although they look cool, they are there for improved durability. This fabric here is a much tighter weave, so it's a lot less likely to scratch up and become fuzzy, so that's really nice. Then the soles are quite different. So again, this is in collaboration with Vibram, so this is a new traction lug design. So rather than a really standardized pattern, which is what we probably used to seeing on a Simms boot, is these look more like a traditional lug. The thing you'll notice is there's a lot more surface area towards the edge of the sole. That gives you that improved grip. The rubber itself has got great grip to it, so again, a really great Vibram sole. You can still stud these, so either drop in a stud or a Simms cleat, and there's little receptors there for those. Underneath these receptors there is a little plate that the screws will hold into, so that's still in the boot. In the midsole, you'll notice is a slightly thicker midsole, but it is softer, so that one of the keys is that helps with grip. So if you've got a very stiff midsole and a very stiff sole, they're not really going to grip to the rocks very well, because those stiff materials kind of don't curve around the rocks. But the softer midsole and softer outer will help on a rock just really wrap around the rock and improve that traction. Overall, there'll be loads more details which I don't even know about, so sorry for the lack of info. But the main thing is these are super durable for how lightweight they are, and I think that's a really cool thing. So they are a very popular series of boots, flyweight, and for us in New Zealand, guys really like doing the high Ks on a lighter boot. So I think that's what's going to give it to you. definitely plenty of traction on the river, and you've got the lugs, which are pretty good off the river as well. So men's is size 7 through to 14, and then we also have a women's boot as well. So same technology and aspects which I've kind of talked through, but in a full dedicated women's boot. So the main thing is this isn't just a downsized men's boot. So the whole fit is built around a woman's foot. So where it flexes and the shape of the foot is more suited to a woman's foot, and that is in sizes 5 through to 12 for women. So the new 2025 Flyweight boots in both a men's style and a women's style, they're in stores now, so go check them out. They are going to be the best boot on the river this season, so give them a go.